Wow, we got the laundry right there, right on display for everybody to see, Jonathan. For everybody to see. All right, you drink your milk. Is anybody out there? No, my friend. Hey, Tierra Small. Hey, Shanice. Shanice N. Is that how you do your name now, Shanice? Because I noticed that you signed up for the newsletter today. And it said Shanice N. I was like, who's Shanice N? Hey, Hawthorne. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Ray. Hey, Emily. Hey, Jordan Mom. Hey, It's a Davis Thing. Hey, Jasmine. And yeah, you made it on song, girl. Come on. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Andrea from Maryland. How's everyone doing? Leasing. I'm so happy now that I'm here with you guys. My day was not good at all. Hey, Katemboy. Hey, Midlife Mama. Hey, Danny. Yeah, my day was not good at all. The rain just started for us, and I'm... Hey, Tavia. You're watching from work, Carmen? That's cool. You know, guys, when people play the video back, they're gonna be able to see all of your comments. Ooh, be careful now. Emily says she was about to go to bed, then I popped up. Aww, you're sweet. Yeah, guys, I've been having a really bad day. Hey, Allison. It hasn't really... I had the worst headache all day. I think that my funk is back. You guys know about my funk. I haven't had my funk ever since I made the video about mental health. I think I was only in a funk for like 2 days since then, and then I haven't had any problems. I put an N so that I didn't have to use my government name. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, that's weird. Oh, thanks for the love, Andrea. Hey, Diane. I had a bad headache too. Turns out I need more sleep. Yeah, same. I need sleep. I barely sleep, guys. You pronounce my name real good. People normally stress the A. Really? Cheryl says, hey, Larianne, see Jonathan walking great. Hope your day get better on my work tonight. Thank you. It is much better now that I'm talking to you guys, like I said. Mental health very much is serious, and I realized, I don't know why, like, I've been struggling with anxiety for as long as I could remember, ever since like the 5th grade. I have memories from all the way back then of anxiety and panic attacks. And then depression started in the 12th grade. And I didn't realize that it was depression. But yeah, but it wasn't until this past year that I realized that my anxiety and depression are triggered by when feelings of overwhelmingness. Is that a word? But whenever I feel overwhelmed, when my heart is overwhelmed, then it leads to me having a breakdown, and then after I have the breakdown, I fall into a depression for maybe like 5 to 7 days. Yeah, I just realized that. I get anxiety too, and then panic attacks are no bueno. Yeah, exactly. Plus, my heart skips often. Mine too, Allison. My heart flutters all the time. You should get that checked out, Allison, because apparently there's another thing I'm telling you guys, and I don't mean to be like depressing and all that, but this is my life. This is my life. I could still sing even though I'm not too happy. But yeah, so apparently, I have all the symptoms of thyroid disease. All of them. And when I say all, I mean all. Todo. Wendy Williams was listening to them the other day, and, I was just watching casually, and then I was like, wait a second. I realized that I had all the ones that she was currently listing, so I went back, I started the video over. From the beginning to the end, I had every symptom that she listed. I was like, oh my gosh. Even the thing with the bulging eyes, my eyes bulge. I don't know if you guys notice that in the videos, but my eyes bulge, especially when I just wake up. Like, it's pretty bad. But let me go back up to see what you guys are saying. Please don't say depression. You have a beautiful family and God. Thank you. I mean, the two don't really relate. Like, you could have a beautiful family and God and still be depressed. And I feel like that's a very common misconception. I don't know why people think that Christianity, you know, like cancels out depression. That's not exactly how it works. But thank you for the compliment. Try to take some melatonin for sleep aid. Is a natural vitamin substance. Okay, so passion parties, thank you for that. But it's not that I have trouble sleeping, it's that I have this kid who doesn't sleep. So, you know, I stay up until about 10:30 with the kids. You know, that's when they finally go to sleep. Jonathan especially. Jaden, you just put him down in his bed and say goodnight and walk out. But Jonathan doesn't go to sleep until around 10:30. And all of last week he slept through the night. But before then and this week, he wakes up at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning, or 4. And so because I put him to bed at 10:30, I don't get to finish my work until around like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Then he wakes up an hour or two later. Then he keeps us up at night because he's in our bed, and he, you know, twists and turns, and basically we barely get good sleep. Like, we probably get 1 or 2 good hours of sleep every day. And that's been going on for the past 14 months, and it's literally killing us. Okay? So that's the problem. Don't be depressed all the time. Carry smile. Don't worry. Cheryl says, I struggle to fall asleep, especially at nights. When I do sleep, I get up at least 2 times before morning. I was like that when I was pregnant. When I was pregnant with both the boys, I had trouble sleeping, and it sucks. It really does suck. But I would honestly take that over not getting quality sleep. Like, I would rather go to bed at 11 and get out of bed at 8 o'clock in the morning and wake up twice in the night than go to bed at 2, wake up at 3 or 4, and then struggle to sleep until 8 o'clock. Like, it's torture. Literal torture. I'm not trying to change the subject, but how is potty training with Jaden? Carmen asks, it's not going well at all. As a matter of fact, I've kind of like put it on hold because he's not really understanding the concept of the fact that poop goes in the potty. He doesn't like the potty. I honestly don't think he's ready to be trained yet. I'm just going to give him some time, let him mature a little bit, and then we'll revisit the potty training. The N is for niece or niecey, whichever one. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Have you seen a therapist about it? Kelly, so this is what happened. So, last summer or last fall, I said to Roody, you know what? I'm finally going to do something about this thing. I'm going to call a therapist. So, we went on our insurance website to see who takes our insurance in the area. We found a doctor. And so I called the doctor's office, and I had to leave a message for them to call me back. And they never called me back. And the thing about being depressed is that you don't have like a drive or motivation to do anything. So the worst thing that you could ever do is not call back a person who is seeking help for depression. Because I'm not going to seek you out again. Like, I just gave up. I was like, okay, maybe it's a sign. I'm just not going to go see a doctor. So I never saw a therapist. I'd love to, though. I really need to. Stephanie, hey. Nahima, hey. Jolianne, hey. Marlon, hey. That's what Missy Elliott has, too, the thyroid issue. Oh, I didn't know that. Once you die, people are going to be crying for like a week, then everyone is going to forget you. Life is meaningless, and you're just a speck in this world. You must be so fun at parties, a little pump. Wendy Williams probably did not spit some truth, but you should see a doctor, preferably a naturopathic doctor. I don't even know how to say that. They are very thorough, and I absolutely love them. What do you mean, Wendy Williams didn't spit some truth? I don't understand. All she was doing was just listing symptoms of thyroid disease and checking them off, saying whether or not she had them or not. Um, yeah. Um, you should talk about what you said in your previous video about couples who make it seem like they have it together on camera, but when they're off camera, they pretty much going through and end up in divorce. Okay, Ray. So let's talk about that. So I feel like that whole segment came out of nowhere, and I feel like some people are gonna walk away thinking that Rudy and I are having marital issues and that we're close to divorce. It's not the case. So this is what's going on. So many people around me are divorced, specifically my family members. I'm getting really deep in this live stream, and I didn't mean to. Like, I wanted this to be a happy one. I mean, I feel good talking to you guys, but I just hope that it's okay that I'm talking to you about these things. Let's just get real for 5 minutes. So, my parents are divorced. My sister is divorced. And I don't want to be divorced. I don't ever want to be divorced. I never. Like, that's just not something that I want. So, I just see a lot of it happening on YouTube where couples are breaking up, which is fine. Like, it's cool, couples break up. But when a marriage ends in divorce, it's much more serious than Jim and Jane have been together for 10 years and broke up. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they didn't sign a contract. They didn't stand before the whole world and God and proclaim their love for each other and to never leave each other. You know, so it's a little bit different, and I don't want that to ever be my story, because I treat my marriage like a job that I love. Like, I absolutely love having this job, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Rudy is my soulmate, and I love him dearly. And, you know, I try to put forth the best on YouTube. Sometimes I throw in our arguments. I could easily take, okay, can somebody get rid of this? Who are you? I'm just gonna stop talking real quick. Let me just. You know, sometimes we fake it, and it's not that we're doing it on purpose. It's just that no one ever wants to really see like all the bad stuff. So sometimes you have to just like show a lot of the good and none of the bad. But I just don't want vlogging to take over my life. I don't want to be up editing for 2 hours instead of kissing my husband. Like, I don't want to be that couple that puts YouTube in front of their marriage. So that's all I was saying. Marlon's leaving. Okay, have a good night, Marlon. Sophia Harden said, I'm going through the same thing with my daughter. I don't get any sleep. How old is your daughter, Sophia? It's been a while since I caught a live stream. Hey, Jarrett. Yeah, Kelly, that wasn't cool of them. I don't know what kind of office that is, but I probably should never go there anyway, right? Like, if you're not gonna call me back, here I am seeking help for depression and you don't call me back. Wow, you're awesome. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Quanisha. Stephanie, I'm doing okay now that I'm talking to you guys. You missed quite a lot. I was just talking about depression and anxiety and thyroid disease. That's it. I meant to say she did spit some truth about. Oh, okay. You said she did spit some truth. Okay. Hi, Temniat. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Hey, Justice. Put God first. Everything will fall in place. Diane says. I am divorced, and that was never my goal either. So I think you and Rudy are doing something most don't, which always keep communication open with each other. Exactly, Jordan Mom. I'm sorry to hear that you're divorced, but yeah, people think that Rudy and I are very strange because of our communication, but you know, like, I believe 100%, like, if I'm feeling something, if I'm happy or if I'm sad, I'm gonna let you know. We don't have any secrets, and we're very open with each other. We talk about poop. I tell him which guys I think are hot. and we talk about everything. You know, we're very open with each other, and I believe that that's why our marriage is so successful. So if Rudy's unhappy with me about something, then he should have no problems telling me. You know, there's no reason for Rudy to come up to me, or me to go up to Rudy and say, I want a divorce. What you mean? It doesn't make any sense because of the way that we talk to each other. Um Marlon, oh yeah, I already said that. Brittany's here. Hey Britt. I pray and vent to God. I promise him I would have a relationship with him, and your channel has helped me to be more happy and let God handle the hardships. Oh, Allison, that is so good to hear. I'm so glad to hear that. That's wonderful. I don't think anyone goes into marriage thinking they will divorce. Honestly, I do. I do. I do believe that people do that. A lot of people do that actually, because there are some people who say, "Oh yeah, we let's get married, and you know if it doesn't work out, we'll just divorce." I have heard people say that jokingly and seriously. Like they mean it. So, you know, people don't take marriage seriously. They say if it doesn't work out, we'll just divorce. How can you say that? If that's the case, then don't get married. It's that simple. I don't understand why people think that they have to get married. If that's your take on marriage, then you shouldn't be getting married. Just live together. Duh. um so yeah. What else? Hey Caroline. Carol Rib says she likes my honesty. Thank you. Sophia Harden, your daughter is gonna be 1 next Saturday. Wow. Okay, so Jonathan isn't the only one who doesn't like to sleep at night. That makes me feel a little bit better. No, you can't play with my glasses. Nope, not gonna happen. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Risa Cup 78 says, "Hey, you miss girl chat? Me too, Shanice. Me too. But let me know if there's anything that you want to talk about here that we can talk about openly. I could do it. I pray for peace for you and your family, and for the spirit of anxiety to leave, and also pray for God to give you strength for raising your beautiful boys." Thank you, Emily. I've been trying to figure out how I can do less. So, you know, I honestly haven't been working as hard as I used to. And that's why I really love my job, because it keeps me grounded. Because I do have to go to work and stuff, I'm taking less things in. Like, I'm not going crazy with crochet. I'm not going crazy with photography. You know, I'm kind of just focusing on my day job and not being as busy as I would have been. Like, if I were home every day like I used to be, guys, I think I'd be dead. No lie. I think that I would have just piled on the work out of boredom. I would have taken on so many projects and so many things, but now that I don't have the time to work on new projects, I feel like I'm more grounded, and it's kind of saving my life. I know it doesn't leave, but we can learn ways to think positively. So, another misconception, and even Rudy has this misconception, even though I've spoken to him about it, about the anxiety. It's not like I'm not worried about anything. Like, I'm not sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I gotta do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and that. It's just like sometimes I'm working on something and I'm just so excited to get it done that I feel like I'm gonna vomit. That's the kind of anxiety that I have. It's like it's 12:30 in the morning and I'm almost done with the vlog, but I'm not quite done yet, and I want to sleep. And then all of a sudden I get anxious because I'm almost done and I just want to get done, and I just feel like this. This is how I feel inside. Oh my gosh, it's almost done. It's almost done. And I feel so worked up that I'm starting to get sick. Or I'm so excited about a photo shoot that I did, and just the thought of going home and editing it and being so happy with the results, it's making me go like this. So that's the kind of anxiety that I have. It's not crippling, but it is a little bit debilitating because I feel sick. So it still sucks. Yeah, it definitely does suck. So, um, yeah, I know a lot of people have it worse where they're just like, they're having panic attacks. Like, I had a panic attack before the first day of sixth grade. I think it was the first day of sixth grade. I couldn't sleep. I thought I was gonna die. I couldn't breathe. I went to my mother's room and I told her that, you know, like I couldn't breathe and I thought I was gonna die. But my mother didn't know anything. You know, Caribbean parents, they don't know anything about that kind of stuff. She was just like, it's okay, you know, just go back to bed. And I just stayed up all night crying. I probably didn't fall asleep until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I was having a panic attack or anxiety attack. And then the same thing happened a few months before my wedding. I couldn't decide on like a dress for the bridesmaids, and Larique was giving me trouble because she didn't like the dress that I picked out, and just the burden of all the stuff that was happening because the wedding was coming up and I hadn't picked a bridesmaid dress. Like, I went to work that morning, went to the basement, and bawled. It was like 6:30 in the morning, and I was just like, it was pretty bad. It was, yeah. So those are 2 times that I had 2 attacks, or 2 times that I had an attack. All right, I'm only gonna be on here for 9 more minutes. I don't really like the fact that this is so depressing. May God continue to bless your union. Thank you, Diane. What about when some couples choose to sign a prenuptial? I see nothing wrong with that because honestly, if I were worth $13 million and Rudy was worth $500,000, I'd probably sign a prenup. I would. I don't see anything wrong with that because the thing is, you can't be naive when it comes to a marriage. Your spouse could very much be lying to you the whole time, cheat on you, and take half of your money. You have to be smart about it. Rudy and I entered marriage broke. We both were broke and we had no assets. We still barely have any assets. And that's okay, but you know, if we had entered under different agreements or under different arrangements, I probably would have signed a prenup. Like, if I were a millionaire and he wasn't, I'd want to protect myself because you never know what will happen. You have to protect yourself. It's a contract that you're signing, okay? Gotta be smart. People take marriage as a game. Don't do it seriously if you're not serious. Exactly. Like, don't joke with marriage. My Jeremiah turns 2 tomorrow. Time flew by. Whoa, Quanisha, that's crazy. Yes, you and Rudy's communication is great. I tell him who I think. Oh, yes. Oh, girl. Let me tell you something real quick. Michael. I don't even want to say his name out loud. I don't want Rudy to hear. Even though Rudy knows that I think he's hot. Michael B. Jordan. You guys remember when I did that video? What was it called? The Kiss or Diss game. I was like, I don't know why everyone likes Michael B. Jordan so much, and I don't think he's that attractive. When I watched Black Panther, this is all I was doing in my head. I was like, oh, he's so... That man is fine. I can't. He is so attractive to me. I don't know if it was the fact that he was a villain. I don't know if it's because of the way he talks. I was dying watching that movie. And Rudy knows, because hey, auntie, exactly. Rudy and I did a review. We never posted it, but we did a review of the Black Panther movie, and that's one of the things I mentioned in the review. I was like, girls, you got some eye candy. Ooh, that man is fine. Alright, so everyone from Girl Chat isn't here, so it wouldn't be the same. Oh yeah, you're right, Shanice. Are the kids still attending Grace Daycare? No, it was just a trial session. They're not doing it. Like, we can't afford $375 a week. Like, that's just way out of our budget right now. But we're hoping that in the near future, we will be able to afford $375 a week, because I think that is a wonderful daycare for Jaden. Not necessarily for Jonathan right now. I don't think he needs that right now, but definitely for Jaden. I feel sorry for the ones who do say that about marriage. My case, I was the only one who wanted to be married, and the other person was already emotional out of it, which is my fault for not knowing. I'm so sorry, Jordan. Can we talk about that, Jordan? I'd love to email you and talk about that, because there's certain things that I feel like people don't know about marriage. Mommy. Yes, Jonathan. And I think that it would be a great conversation to have, you know, just to get some. I just want to pick your brain and figure out what happened. Maybe we could help somebody out there who went through or might be going through something similar. Yes, Jonathan, I hear you. Yes. Jody in Dublin. Hi, Larianne. I just made a channel to tell you how much I love your videos. Oh, thank you. Such openness. I'm so excited to say hi. I'm all the way in Barbados, supposed to be studying, but here I am watching. Lisa, go study a book. But thank you so much. Hey, Shale C. What is Jonathan's sleeping schedule during the day? He naps for like anywhere between half an hour to 2 hours. Depends on how he feels. Takes like one nap. Do you want to go? Look, Jonathan, I'm not letting you go because you're going to fall off the bed again. Remember that time when you fell off the bed? Not going to happen. Not today. Not on my watch. But I'm going to be going soon, guys, because he's ready for bed. Hey, naturally Lise. I'm like, what's her name again? Lisa. Hey, Jeremiah 29 verse 11, don't forget that. Yeah, I know the thoughts that I'm definitely not going to forget that, Janelle. I understand my coworker has anxiety and we did an escape room and she started freaking out. It happens. I know this is really personal, but do you and Roody use contraception? If so, what kind? I'm getting married and need help. If you don't want to answer, that's okay. Girl, Brianna, there's nothing that I won't answer. So contraception, let's talk about that real quick. So when Roody and I first got married, I already told you guys the story about me going to the grocery store and buying my first pack of condoms and how embarrassing that was. So Roody and I used condoms for the first few months. We got married in July, and then I went on the birth control pills in October. I was on birth control from October to March, and I decided to stop the birth control because I never got my period, and I was like, this is not good. This is off the devil. I also gained weight. I definitely got depressed. I was moody. My boobs got bigger. It lowered my libido. I just was not interested in Roody at all. Like, it just made me a different person, an angry person, a sad person, and I was not fun to be around. I finally decided to come off the pill because I think I only got my period once. And that is when everything about me changed. All of a sudden, I developed body odor. I definitely was feeling more depressed than normal. I developed a heat allergy. Just certain things about me changed, and it was just not good. And that's why I tell everybody that birth control pills are the devil. So people think that Roody and I are crazy. Well, not people, because nobody really knows this unless, you know, you're watching this live stream. Then now you know. We use condoms. It's either we're going to use condoms or I calculate using my period tracking app to figure out when I'm fertile, which is not the safest thing to do. Don't do that, because that's how I got pregnant by accident the first time, and that's how Jonathan was conceived. Hey, Monique. So, you know, it might seem strange to be married and use condoms, but I definitely don't recommend using the pill. I don't recommend using the patch. And your gynecologist is not going to let you use the IUD like Mirena or anything like that unless you've already had a child or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, don't use anything with hormones. It is off the devil. I'm telling you. Okay? Okay. Condoms or nothing. It sucks when I have a panic and anxiety attacks. Oh! Ray, I didn't even know that you had those. Girl, you're normal. LOL, totally how I am. I used to have anxiety, but thank God I've been delivered. Honestly, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Marriage is something that you pray earnestly about. Definitely, Janelle. Can you talk about being married at the age that you were? I'm a little older than you were, but my boyfriend and I have been talking about it together and with our parents. Um, age has nothing to do with it. Lisa, I've said this before. Oh my goodness, Jonathan is sleeping. I didn't notice. But yeah, age has nothing to do about it. It's about maturity and the willingness to work for your marriage. So, you could be 18 years old and more ready than you think, but the number one thing to make sure for the guy is like make sure that he's at least ready, because some guys just go along with it because the girl is ready. I think Rudy and I were just as ready as we would have ever been. I personally, honestly, don't think that Rudy and I were very, very ready for marriage. I think that probably a year later we would have definitely been ready. I think we had a very rude awakening when we came back from our honeymoon. That first year of marriage was really rough for us. We were trying to get used to each other, and again, like, the birth control pills kind of changed who I was, and it was really rough for us. But the bottom line was we were very, very ready to work for it. Like, we started our dating relationship determined to not break up, and we entered our marriage with the same idea, just to not get a divorce. So every issue that we had, we worked through it. Like, there wasn't a time where I was like, you're gonna go sleep on the couch or I'm not gonna sleep in the bed with you. There were nights when we did go to bed angry, which is not good, but makeup sex, let me tell you something, girl. No, but seriously, I kind of like to fight with him. Because it's like when you roll over and you forgive that man, it's the best thing ever. But yeah, as long as you're talking about it with your boyfriend and you guys are talking about it with each other and you feel like you're ready to commit your life to someone for the rest of your life and work through all those difficult troubles and communicate with each other openly and honestly, then do it. Go for it. Go for it, definitely. I told you guys I have like no filter. I'm really bad. But I can't get okay, there we go. I couldn't get my chat going. Um I'm going to see it this weekend. Everyone keeps saying how fine he is. Shanice, yes, girl, you have to go see it just for Michael B. Jordan. And Jordan Mom, you said you're gonna email me. Awesome. Birth control is off the devil. My sister died due to a patch that gave her blood clots and a heart attack. I think you remembered. I think I remember you telling me that, Lisa. And I still, I can't believe it. Like, that is just so sad, and I feel like more people need to hear about that because people think that I'm joking when I say it's the devil. No, like, it's a pill that's changing your body and the way your body works. It's not normal. You gotta figure out a more normal way to not get pregnant because birth control, the hormones in it, it's just not good. Unfortunately, I'm on the pill because I have PCOS. Yeah, a lot of girls with PCOS are on the pill. I get that. I understand that part, but it's still, you know, some people's bodies can handle it. Some people, like myself, definitely can't. There's a lot of options for birth control that doesn't involve mood change or weight gain. Yes, Kelly, but a lot of people everybody's different. So for me, I had all of the terribleness, and for someone else who takes the same pill, they're totally fine. But, I also know one girl who took birth control and she got pregnant with twins. She has 4 kids now. I think she got pregnant each time. Like, every time that she got pregnant, she was on the pill. So, yeah. Your babies are too cute. Thank you, Adrian. Um, when you roll over and you forgive that man. It's the truth. I believe the first year of marriage is rough for anyone. We got married at 18 and 19 years old. Yes, definitely. This is, I always tell everybody that it's the roughest. Is quantity more important than quality in a relationship? What are you talking about? Quantity of what, Stephanie? Explain yourself. I'm fortunate docs won't prescribe the pill for me because I have depression. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's a good and bad thing, right? Elsie? Yeah, I had a bad reaction to the pill too. A lot of ladies I know did. Um, there are non-pill options, Kelly says. Are you talking about the patch and the Mirena, the IUD? If you have a normal cycle, the natural method is effective, but it takes to learn your body. I've tried so many different methods, and I had my first kid on the ring. Oh, wow. So, yeah, the natural method, if you have a regular period, like you get your period every 28 days, then yeah, you could definitely use the natural method. You're most likely not going to get pregnant, but for someone like me who gets her period every 28, 29, 31, 35, like it's not normal at all. So it's not safe. I usually, I told Rudy, like, forget about it. This time around, there's no way I'm going to accidentally get pregnant. So you're going to have to get used to condoms, okay? Um, but yeah, just figure it out. My back's hurting me, guys. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna leave in 3 minutes, I promise. At 40 minutes, I'm out of here. My back, I have all his dead weight because he's sleeping. Now I really need to go see Black Panther. Yeah, you definitely do, Emily. I do miss these live girl chats too. Like, the girl chat had a special place in my heart. It really did. Let's give this stream a like spike. Oh yes, everybody, give this stream big thumbs up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up. um, yes, Stephanie, you said the same question again, but I don't understand what you mean about quantity versus quality. I don't get that part. My friend used the IUD and got pregnant 3 times. Also, another friend with about 4 kids, and she died, I guess because of clotting. Same thing as Lisa's sister. My mom used it, and my little sister came along. Wow. Is he going to sleep in his bed? Yeah, he's going to sleep right there. His room is half clear, guys. We're hoping to have it cleared out before the end of March. It's half done. It's not clear, I'm sorry. It's like organized because we're still using it for storage. But we just need to organize another part of the room. Then we can put his crib in there, and that's where he'll sleep. Quantity as in money and success. Quality in what or who you are. Well, your character definitely trumps everything in life, Like, as long as you have a good character, that is why, I'm telling you, that is why I decided to get with Rudy. Because I remembered how good of a human being he was, and how much he liked me, and how much he cared about me. And that's why I chose him over every other guy. It wasn't about the fact that, I mean, it helped that I thought that he was really hot. But, I was able to look past the things about him that I didn't like, because I didn't like how nice he was. Honestly, I like bad guys, but I remembered his character, and it wasn't about, oh, he has a really nice job, oh, he has a car. It wasn't about that at all. And so that's why we got married too, because neither of us had money, but we loved each other. And as Christians, I just don't see how these long relationships work. You're not having sex. So, we decided to get married, but yeah, it's definitely, quality is definitely more important than quantity. You're so cute. I love watching you because you're full of joy. Thank you, Emily. I love Rudy's parents for giving you guys all that space, right? Like, the whole 3rd floor is ours. That's crazy. He is drooling. That must be some good sleep. Good night, Tavia. Okay, guys, so that is it for this live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are the best. Oh, by the way, I don't know why this tastes so good, this IHOP drink. So, you guys, I have a newsletter. If you go to LarianneandRoody.com, you're gonna, and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see that you can sign up for our newsletter. We're doing this new thing, and oh, I'm so glad that you thought that this live stream was inspirational. That makes me feel good. So it's just a basic newsletter. It's supposed to be monthly, but it could be weekly if you guys want it to be, where we're just gonna be like sharing like insiders. So Rudy and I, we take notes of what the boys do. Like, they do really silly stuff. Like, for example, Jaden, Rudy passed gas. Rudy passed gas, and Jaden was like, poop? It's poop? And then Rudy was like, yeah, I pooped my pants. And so Jaden walked up to him, and he like grabbed his butt so he could feel the poop. He was like, it's poop, it's poop. And Rudy was like, yeah, come to the bathroom with me, let me show you where the poop goes. Hurry up before I poop my pants. So like, Jaden was still holding on to Rudy's butt as he walked to the bathroom, and it was just the cutest thing. So it's like little moments like that I'll share in the newsletter. Like, I'll have crazy things that the boys did this month or something weird like that. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be showing you extra footage that didn't make it to the vlog. You know, just little silly things. And everyone who signs up for the newsletter gets 10% off all our merch, because we're definitely coming out with merch. I have a whole line of products waiting to be published in our shop. It's going to be great. So yeah, just go to LarianneandRoody.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, enter in your name and your email address, and that's how you sign up for the newsletter. That's all I gotta say, okay? Because YouTube is not gonna be here forever, guys. It's not. And I don't want to lose contact with you guys when YouTube is gone. So sign up, and then we can always be in touch, alright? That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna put Jonathan down, and I'm gonna get started on work. Who's ready to sing the goodbye song? I am. Stephanie said, character is key, not what you don't have, like money or educational status. Exactly. Character is everything. When and where? LarionandRoody.com. At the bottom. Yeah. Ready? So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been great to play and sing together, and now it's time to say goodbye. So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now.